This is the National Cathedral. It was our first stop on our trip to Washington, D.C. 3 St. Paul's churches, end to end, could fit inside the National Cathedral. This is one of the many beautiful stained glass windows in the building. Look at the very intricate altar in the cathedral. There were over 200 sculptures of people on the backdrop. This booth is the same area where Lincoln was shot. It's not the original because they redid the whole theater. Now we're at the FDR Memorial. This shows him in his wheelchair. Here's our class in one of the many waterfalls at the FDR Memorial. There is the beautiful step waterfall. This is the Jefferson Memorial. It is modeled after his home at Monticello. The statue of Jefferson inside the Jefferson Memorial is just shorter than the Freedom Statue on the Capitol building. These next 4 slides show the Declaration of Independence that Jefferson wrote. Here is a frontal view of the White House. This was the second thing we did on Tuesday. These are the snipers on the White House roof, ready to take down anyone who tries to go at the president or anyone inside the White House. Here's the very detailed ceiling at the Supreme Court. This is the front of the Supreme Court. There are many steps, as you can see. Here's the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. This was during the ceremony at the tomb. The man to the left was inspecting the other guy's gun. Here's the newer amphitheater at Arlington. This is a ship's mast of a ship that was sunk in the Spanish War. This man, Abner Doubleday, is the man who supposedly invented the game of baseball. This is a good view of DC from the cemetery. This is JFK's grave, who is buried at Arlington. Here's the full size of the UG Memorial. Its official name is the U.S. Marines Memorial. Here are some of the 58,000 names of people who gave their lives for us in the Vietnam War. Here are a couple of pictures of the Washington Monument. This is a frontal view of the Lincoln Memorial. There are 36 pillars for the 36 states that were part of the U.S. while Lincoln was president. Here's the towering statue of Lincoln. His right side was to explain his war side, the left side was to explain his peace side. Here is one of the bronze soldiers from the Korean War. This is a picture of the wall of faded images of people from the Korean War. Here's the front of the beautiful mansion at Mount Vernon. This is the back view. This is the kitchen. It is set away from the house so there wasn't a fire in the house if something started on fire in the kitchen. This is George Washington's tomb and casket. This is the Capitol. The dome is made of iron. It weighs 9 million tons. Here's a model of the Freedom Statue inside the Capitol Visitor Center. It is the tallest statue in DC. This is the top of the dome inside the Capitol. The picture was made twice life-size to look life-size from the bottom. These are a series of scenes painted around the dome to represent a time in our nation's 400 years of history. This is the very intricate staircase inside the Library of Congress. This is Watergate, where Richard Nixon's men broke in and stole records. Here's a mold of JFK at the John F. Kennedy Performing Arts Center. Here will be a few slides of things we saw from the top of the JFK Performing Arts Center. Oh crap. Man. Next will be a couple of slides of cool planes at the Air and Space Museum. This is the Wright brothers' first bicycle model. Here are 6 views from atop the Washington Monument. This is me asleep on one of the marble benches that were provided at the waiting area at the Washington Monument.